What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So I just recently read an article talking about credit cards where Mark Cuban is talking about credit cards, saying that if you own a credit card, you don't want to be wealthy, you don't want to be rich, and basically saying like you don't want to have money if you own a credit card. And I feel like that's not true. And I feel like all of these different things, all these different speculations on people that own credit cards and people that do credit card churning and all this other stuff is just, blown out of proportion. You have a lot of millennials nowadays that are afraid of debt, that are afraid of credit cards. And it's just sad that they're so afraid of credit cards because they offer so much value, especially now, since so many people are afraid of credit cards, they offer so much value. And this is why you have so many YouTube channels on credit cards. You have a Brian Jung, you have, even a Graham Stephan, who's a, larger YouTube channel and growing really fast. It's just amazing how much they offer you and how much opportunity they offer you. And I just want to show you that from credit cards alone, from the things that they offer now, you can actually become rich. You can actually find a way to retire just by owning a credit card and just by going through those whole steps. Let me jump into this. Before I start, hit the like button. Also hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. And remember that I'm doing a giveaway, which I'll get into at the end of the video, so stick around till then. So I have this whole breakdown. I just wanted to show everyone that you can become rich by owning a credit card. And I know you're probably questioning, saying, how can you possibly do that when credit cards are debt? Well, there's definitely a way. A lot of credit cards offer bonuses, and I'm not even gonna put bonuses in this analysis. So just know when you do sign up for credit cards that you will get bonuses to also include in this analysis. But this is gonna be solely based off of the credit card rewards, the cash back that you will get when spending, your monthly spend basically. So I'm gonna go through this. It's an example that goes through a normal monthly spend, someone that probably spends around $3,000 a month, gaining around 2% cash back in interest on all of their spending. Now, I know that there are cards out there that only offer 1%, but the reason why I did 2% is because there is a card that does 2% off of every single thing that you buy, which is the Citi double cashback. They give you 2% cashback on everything. So at the least, you can get 2% cashback on every single thing that you spend during the month. This is also not including 6% categories, 5% categories, things like that. So I'm only including basically the low of the low if you choose to go with the Citi double cashback. So let's actually get into it. So you have $3,000 in monthly spend. You multiply that by 12, you have $36,000 in yearly spend. So just say that that's going to be your spend from now until you're about 60. This analysis is going to go from 20 years old all the way up to 60 years old. So you're going to have basically that retirement range, but you're going to retire a little bit early, or be able to put that money into certain areas a little bit early. Now, if you go 5 more years, it's going to be, a very big difference. So like I said, 2% cash back. So basically your monthly savings are going to be $60. I know that doesn't seem like a lot, but over a long period of time, you can make it a lot. So $60, you multiply that by the 12 months, you're gonna have $720 in yearly cash back that you get. Now, if you find a way to invest this is all based on you investing the money after the fact. So instead of just saving it and putting it into a savings account or a high interest savings account, which you can do, you put it into like an index fund, you put it into a mutual fund, you put it into some sort of portfolio that may gain 10%, 10 to 15%, which will get you a very good return, right? So if you can get 15%, let's just say that that's the percentage that you get on average. You may gain 20% here, but then drop down, 5% the next year, something like that. On average, you're 15% overall. And this is not actually calculating like a monthly interest, so compound interest based on how much it gains per month and how much you're adding per month, things like that. It's solely based on the year. So if you actually look at it by month, which I didn't want to do that breakdown, I wanted to do a simpler breakdown. If you actually look at it by month, you're going to gain and get to $1 million a lot sooner. But let's look at this. So $720 at 15% interest, you're gaining $108 over that year, which that doesn't sound like a lot either, right? Especially for someone who feels like, you know, they want to get rich. $108 is basically probably another portion of your paycheck, another day for you working or something. So the total that you would have for the first year is $828, which is not a lot. But as you go on, you're compounding the interest. You're adding on money, you're compounding the interest. Interest is gaining interest, is gaining interest, is gaining interest. And you could see from this, I'll put this all up on the screen. I probably already have it there. But you'll be able to see that by age 33, it's up to $28,000. You know, and as you get to a certain point, once you get to about, let's say age 40, you get to about age 40, that suddenly broke the $10,000 mark for gaining interest. So that's where you start really gaining a ton of money from there on out. So once you get to age 40, you're at $11,000. Then age 41 is $12,000. Age 42 is $14,000. So your total number at age 42 is $113,000. Now you're able to gain 15% and keep going, 15%, 15%, all the way up to age 60. So once you get to age 60, you basically have a point to where you're at 1.4, basically $1.5 million that you can save, that you can put away. And if you wanted to continue to do this, you would gain so much more, and you would basically be at $2 million by the time you retire. Now I know $1 million is still not a lot of money to last you through retirement, but it's still a lot of money, and to be able to save that solely based on credit card spend and not really spending any extra money, not really putting any more money aside. The only thing you're putting aside is the money that you're saving. If you were using a debit card, you would never be able to save this money, and you would lose out on $1.5 million just looking at this right here. And I know that is over 40 years. So it's going to take you 40 years to get to $1.5 million. But that's a crazy return, because if you actually look at it, the initial amount that you invested was $720. Now you got to multiply that by 40 years. So basically this is how much you put in to get to $1.4 million or $1.5 million. You put in $29,000, to be more specific, $28,800 to get to $1.5 million. Now, if you don't think credit cards are worth it at this point, then I don't know what can persuade you, because this is literally just using the spend and just using an annual 15% interest rate. It's a way that you can make a ton of money and save for retirement. And then if you continue from here on out, someone like me who wants to work as long as he possibly can, you know, you can get to 100 and have wealth for your kids. You can have wealth for everybody. And that's just solely saving this money. So imagine what you could do if you put more money in there. So hopefully that opened your eyes to something. If you did like this video, hit the like button. That helps me out a lot. It brings my videos up to the top. Also, hit the subscribe button for more videos just like this one. And remember that I'm doing a giveaway of 2 Amazon gift cards when I hit my 2,000 subscriber mark. So if you're interested in that giveaway, if you're interested in my content, hit the subscribe button to be entered in that giveaway. But I'm gonna have to get out of here. And until next time, I'll see you guys later.